What? Another one? Greetings, fellow model builders. This is Benny, and this is where we still are. We're always going to be here, so don't ask questions. This is not a finished kit. This is one I've been working on for a while, and that's it. Except I'm not doing this version of it. For unexplainable reasons that nobody knows, YouTube likes to send you videos of something you're talking about or thinking about or watched something kind of related to it, and then you'll see a video of something else. So one day I saw this very interesting video of something that probably 99% of people living today don't know anything about, and that was the Santa Fe Skyway. A lot of people don't remember the Santa Fe Railroad. Was an entity unto itself and was very successful in freight and people hauling, and was in business for a very long time till it merged. And then it, like all mergers, somebody has to go away. So I thought that would be something interesting to build, and I looked for decals for it, and I found them, amazingly, at an outfit known as Vintage Flyer Decals. If you're ever building an airliner, and you need decals or decals, whichever one you want, of a certain airline, get in touch with Vintage Flyer Decals, and if they don't have it, it's possible they could make a set for you. So let's take a look at what I found. Now, I've only got half of this thing done. I have to lower the camera. I only have half of it done. Let's get rid of this box, because I put half on and I wanted to let that set for a few days till I got the other half on. Santa Fe Skyway, there's a video if you want to watch it. It's really interesting and kind of bittersweet about the start of the Santa Fe Skyway. I can give you a little history, what I remember. Santa Fe wanted to start after World War II to get into the cargo, since they're already hauling cargo. And lots of companies, lots of guys, lots of airlines were getting into the cargo hauling business because you could buy a surplus aircraft cheap and get a permit and start hauling cargo. So Santa Fe said, well, why not us? So they bought a couple of DC-4 3s, started off with DC-3s, flew as far as Chicago. Mostly, well, they could only haul what the railroad needed. They couldn't haul general cargo. They had to haul contract cargo. So they would supply their own restaurants and depots with what those facilities needed. Well, then they were successful with that, so they bought some DC-4s. Faster, more capacity, less fuel stops. And they flew those DC-4 for coast to coast, fewer fuel stops, but they were still limited to contract carrying. They couldn't haul general cargo. They were still waiting on a permit. So while they're waiting on this permit, a couple of other cargo carriers decided they wanted to complain to the government about it. That Santa Fe shouldn't be doing this because they're a railroad and it's unfair. Wham wham. So they pulled a Tucker on Santa Fe Skyway. Just like some automakers got together and said, you know, bad things about Tucker, they said things about Santa Fe Skyway. Well, they flew those DC-4s for a year and a half on time, had a perfect safety record, no accidents, no incidents. And the Civil Aeronautics Board, known as CAB, said, no, you can't have a permit. You're a railroad, and railroads are forbidden from hauling general cargo in the sky. So unfortunately, Santa Fe Skyway had to dismantle itself, put about a few hundred people out of work, sold off the airplanes, and that was it. And there's a little bit of history about Santa Fe Skyway. I encourage you to look up the video. It's about 20 minutes long. Guy does I wish I could remember this the channel, but he does a excellent job with the. I'll leave the link for the channel in the description. Now let me tell you, these decals are a dream to work with. They conform, they don't tear. You have to cut each one out individually. They're not die cut. And that's no big deal, because then you can cut it as close as you want. They go around curves. They conform to surfaces. I love them. As he tops. Now, they give you numbers for four different aircraft. And all you have to do is cut the last number off. It comes default with a 3. This one I did as the Apache. There you go. Sky Chief Apache. The door's an individual decal. Come on, damn it. That's an individual. That's an individual. That little porthole. This is separate. The name. And that's it. These are 2 separate decals. There's a seam right here where they meet up, which makes it easier to work with. You'd be cutting it yourself if it was all one. You get decals for underwings and for on top of the wings. You also have engine decals, but since I don't have the cowlings painted yet, I'm going to save them for last. I still have to do the other side. Now, I painted this with AK polished aluminum. It's just shiny enough because the Skyway didn't paint their aircraft. They just painted the stripes and used their railroad colors. But I do recommend Vintage Flyer decals. Like there's a couple, I need to get from them some DC-8 decals from 1964, and I had to get in touch with them about Santa Fe and TACA Airlines decals. Not Santa Fe, Pan Am and TACA Airlines decals. So anyway, this should be finished soon enough. All I have to do is, like I said, paint the cowlings and finish up the landing gear and finish with the decals, and then seal them up, and that'll be it for the Santa Fe Skyway DC-4. So I appreciate you watching once again. We are here as always. If you want a shop card, get in touch with me, and leave a disparaging comment if you like. Hit the like or dislike. Who gives a damn? Anyway, appreciate you watching. This is Benny. We'll see you.